Hello everyone and welcome to the lab. Today you're going to see my first power up of my current limiting and my Variac, and we have a isolation transformer over here on the wall. So it's pretty simple setup really. It's very useful when you're testing unknown electronics, and especially when you're testing very old tube electronics. So this is my temporary test bed, and I'm going to power this up here, see if we can, hopefully we don't let out any magic smoke. So bear with me while I find the plug this in. Oh, we'll go over here then. All right, put the camera on the action here, and I hear some humming. Okay, well, that's a good sign. So that means my isolation transformer is doing its job, humming away there, and my Variac. So we can, I'll explain this a little bit. So what we have here is a switch that bypasses this light bulb. So when this switch is open, all of the current is returning through that light bulb. And being a 100-watt light bulb, it can only handle so much current. So you can imagine if you had a dead short inside an instrument, it would just blow a fuse. Well, in this case, the light bulb is going to limit how much current was going to go through that dead short. So we're not going to turn that on yet. We're going to play with the Variac. So in old equipment, you never plug it in to a direct 110, 120 volt. You are liable to blow things up, especially if they have not been plugged in for 20 years. So you got to slowly wake things up. Not too much magic about it. It's just the way things are. So here we are, my first time turning up my Variac. And as I turn it, should start seeing a rise. Here we go. 90, 110, 115. So now you start to see the phase meter. And there it is. That's directly on 60 cycles. If I turn it down, it's still going to vibrate, just not the same amplitude. Okay, and you notice the knob on this goes to 130. I'm not quite sure when you need that, but we're at 125, so that's a little high. So you may ask yourself, 100-watt bulb, how many amps is that? Well, if you know Ohm's law, you would know that 100 watts at 100 volts is exactly 1 amp. Obviously, that won't light up because there's nothing plugged into the end. So we'll get to that part.